Okay, we're recording. So this is January 4th, 2014. And I need for you to stand up first and come over here. We're going to catalog some of these things.
I was going to start with these. Okay.
And so first, I've already put some away. And these are a couple of very old antique painted ornament type
They
things.
came off my parents' tree. Helen and Roland Nelson,
That's what I
PD
thought.
in chief.
Yep.
And likewise, this one
Right.
did too.
Those three, right.
Mhm.
And then
This came from Dan's mom, Celeste O'Neill. She belonged to a garden club, and at Christmas time they would make something for the person whose name they drew. So this came from Celeste's tree.
and that's all of those. And then moving to these.
Oh wait, here's one. This origami type of ornament, Rosemary made.
I'm going to need to get a different light on that. There we go.
This came from Rosemary Schaefer's tree.
Uh-huh.
My oldest sister, 6 years older.
Okay. So then we have a bunch of these over here that are similarly craft type stuff. Would this be?
This I bought at Christ the King at a craft fair. It was made by, I think, the Senecal sisters up in North Georgia.
My goodness. Okay, and this one?
This, I think, came from Celeste O'Neill's tree, Celeste and Eugene O'Neill.
We know who Celeste is.
This came from,
That little bell.
yes,
We bought a bunch of these things as souvenirs when we travel. But
this
not
came from
one.
New Orleans World Fair.
Indeed.
We went to that. My mom was dying, so that was 1984. 84.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was summertime.
Okay.
We picked that up.
Here's a couple of little horses that look like they would have come off of somebody's tree or something.
Yeah, I think this might have,
Either your family or mine, huh?
right,
Okay.
not sure. I think that Rosemary might have made this.
Uh-huh. And then here's a little mother, Mrs. and Mr. Santa Claus.
I think that either I bought these at Macy's or they came off my parents' tree.
Okay. And we got a couple of
This
little.
definitely came off my parents' tree. This is something my mom really liked.
Uh-huh. And we got a couple little elves here.
Oh wait, this came from your mom, off
Uh-huh.
her
A
tree.
little bird feeder type thing with birds around it. Yep. And these little elves here.
They came off my parents' tree. They really like to put elves on the tree, and as kids we love the elves, and our grandchildren love the elves. Our children love the elves.
Now here's some more modern fabric type ornaments.
I think I just picked these up in stores.
Right. No big sentimental thing in it. This is one of these old ones. We got a bunch of these.
Yes, and I won't part with them, even though they need to go to the ornament hospital sometimes. This is very typical of the ornaments that were on my parents' tree.
Mm-hmm. How about this little guy? We got a bunch of things made out of kind of straw that are often crafted from a place where we visited or something, but
Well, this one, I think
Like-
that, again, I probably bought either at a store or a craft fair.
okay.
These, I think, came from my brother Harry and his wife Joanne. There's two gold glitter pine cones.
Right. And coming over here, we have all of these shell ones that we did. We got a peace one and a manger, and then those are two kind of translucent shells.
These are always at the top of the tree. And these came from Cathedral of Christ the King, had a craft fair, and I bought a number of these that came off sand dollars. They painted a sand dollar, but these are tree toppers for us. This is one that I believe was made by my grandmother, Helen Zatarain Schwartz. She went to a ceramic class. This appears not to be painted, but it was a decal, but the seashell itself would have been painted.
What about this one, the poinsettia?
It came off my parents' tree. It has been cracked and glued.
Okay, so here's one of your favorites here, this little spaceship with Santa inside that lights up when you connect it to the tree. I know about that.
That's one that...
It says Nancy 1990.
I always bought an ornament for Robin and for Amy and for me each year. And so this is representative that I would date them and put the name on it.
Now here's one of these straw ones. We've got a bunch of these that we didn't put up this year, but I think sometime when we went to Jamaica or someplace, we got a bunch of these straw
I bought it
things.
because rainbows have been significant in my life. There was a double rainbow when I was leaving for the airport the day my mom died, and the double rainbow in Normandy that followed us down to Paris.
Yep. So here, this is recent. This is Ellie.
Handprint.
From 12. And then these are some ornaments we made out of balsa wood one year when times were a little short.
Yes, these are Boston ones. We did trees and else.
All right, and a Santa, which is around someplace.
And stars.
And they got names on the back of them, like this says Nancy. And the ones that we kept...
This says Mom. This was for my mother.
Okay, so these came back to us, after being gifted. A couple of little paper...
Bought it at a store.
Okay.
This came from the French Quarter.
It's a couple of them like this. They're all of a kind.
This one with the pelicans, symbolic of Louisiana, but came off my parents' tree.
And an owl, because your symbol is an owl.
This is one I bought in 2008 for myself.
It's a cute little angel, huh? And here's some kind of ceramic, or I don't know if they're plastic. They're kind of breakable plastic. So there's a couple of angels. Huh?
Yeah, I think I just bought those.
Turn that over. What's that? Nothing. Okay.
Rosemary, I think, made this.
Okay. Here's a little church.
And this we bought in Italy on Lake Como. It's made from Murano glass. It's a church with a bell tower.
Yep. And then here's some Indian, American Indian, Native American type things that we bought.
At the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
Made by, I think, the Navajos.
This is new, isn't it? This little bird on a corn thing or something?
I think that came from my parents' tree.
I haven't seen her before.
This is...
These are the London ones. We got a couple more of those. They're too close and it doesn't show up. Okay, good. And then we have these cute ones that are kind of like, remind me of Ramona type decorations.
Yeah, those I bought for myself. I just think they're very whimsical. This one came off my parents' tree.
And there's an angel right there.
This one I bought St. Simon's Island. The little beads that decorate the tree, that came off my parents' tree.
And what about that other thing you got in your hand there?
And this is a bell shaped. Again, I bought this on St. Simon's.
Okay.
Well, here's Ireland with all the...
Shamrocks.
Yes. Bought that on our trip to Ireland in 2001.
And there's another one that was from Ireland, I think, this Royal Tara. Open that up.
Yeah.
How to put that away.
Again, it's got shamrocks. Green glass
Yep.
with green shamrocks.
You can see that. Here are a couple of wooden toy-like ones that I think came off your father's tree or something.
It did. Both of those came from my father's tree.
And then these draggly little white and red birds.
That came off my parents' tree. I
Yep.
played with them a lot as a child.
Yep.
Um,
Here's one. This looks, it's antique, but I think it's newer.
yeah, it is. And this little caboose thing came off my parents' tree.
Mhm. This is from, says Key West, 1997.
So that was from a trip.
Yep. This looks like maybe something off your parents' tree.
Hmm.
This little
Just
wreath.
from a craft fair someplace.
Yeah, likewise, this is probably from some craft fair or something. Okay, over here we got some fancy ornaments, like this one that is inside painted glass.
I think that came from my parents. This one here came from Robin and Neil.
That hangs from a little holder
Display holder.
over here. Yeah. And likewise, there's this thing,
I
that's
bought for myself. Yeah.
a little,
I like to give birthday celebrations.
and the Christmas gator,
Yeah.
and this little iron tree.
Right. Those are things I bought.
Okay.
And then I think this I bought for Robin as a cheerleader because she was a cheerleader at the time.
Right.
And here's the
Cup.
streetcar representing New Orleans I bought in New Orleans.
Yep. And there's a golf club thing for me. One of the kids gave me. It says on it.
1990.
And there's another golf club thing that I've already put away. That is, just a guy with golf clubs. And there's
This came from my parents' tree.
really the little two ice cream scoops and a
Right.
spoon in a bowl. And there's this little metal Santa here, and a similar metal trumpeter here.
I think both of those came from my parents' tree, and they collected ornaments in the French Quarter, so they're pretty unique.
Here's a University of Virginia thing that Amy seems to have given us at some point. Look that up. It says Amy 1999 on the bottom. That's when she graduated. So it's a University of Virginia thing. And we have an MIT ornament in this red box here. Take that up at the bottom of the box. And that thing looks
Cut
like
metal.
this. Yep. Okay. And then we have a bunch of these that were ornament of the year type things, where this one says Merry Christmas 1986, and another one is the Pink Panther 1981, and this was...
We liked Pink Panther movies.
Yes, and then this was, what's the name of this?
Charlie Brown?
No, this...
Oh, yeah.
There's this artist who draws cute little children pictures and so forth, and she had a series of these that we bought. That's Christmas 1982. So I may not have all of those in order here. Here's one that we got more recently from Glacier National Park. Our trip that we made there with Jim and John and Vera. And I think that's it for the most part. There are some that didn't go up this year.
These angels here,
Oh, yeah. You
I've given one to each grandchild. This represents Louisiana to me with the seashell holding a pearl and sailboats. That stays with me. But this other one over here that is a manger scene is going to be for Ellie when she's old enough.
And here's a little Santa Claus. A lot of these things are just decorations that we put out around Christmas time. Like
This was a gift from Robin to me. This little sitting angel.
And I got a little Santa over here. But let's grab these two and this one too, because it's got to remember to put them away here. Just put them on this table. What about this little guy?
You know, I can't remember where that one came from. It's not dated or anything.
Okay. What about this little feather thing here?
That came off my parents' tree.
Okay. Well, good. I think we got, you just did the repair on the snowman here.
That came off my parents' tree.
And we've got the Cat in the Hat.
I bought for myself because I read so many Dr. Seuss books to the children.
Yep. And we've got a couple of whirligigs here.
Yeah, I just think they're whimsical. I bought those.
Okay.
And that I bought for myself.
Yep.
This was a gift from my mother's sister Joanne, who I call Joey. It's missing the figure of the crush, but I'm not ready to throw it away yet. And I bought this for me and Dan. That's us, the two snowmen and snowwoman. And I gave one for Robin's family and one for Amy's family.
All right, let me see if I can get that to where we can actually see it. Oops, oh, there goes one of them. All right.
They're not breakable.
He hangs off the other edge there.
Right.
Okay, anyway. All right, well, I think that's good enough. We got a pretty good record there. So, goodbye to Christmas 2013, huh?